Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Howard. It's high time that Congress asserts its authority and engages proactively with the administration on this most serious question of war. I just kind of wonder where my colleagues have been all these years that we have had presidents in war. It'll be interesting to see a matchup of their votes with this one. Mr. Speaker, the underlying legislation authorizes the limited use of United States forces in support of the NATO mission in Libya. This legislation is a bipartisan effort to prevent the kind of open-ended, indefinite military commitments we have elsewhere in the world. Register that as Afghanistan and Iraq. This resolution is a companion to forward-leaning Senate legislation introduced by Senators Kerry, McCain, and Cardin and Durbin. Immediately after they introduced the resolution in the Senate, I brought it to the House so that we can make progress on this very important debate before us. If I had my way, and I don't, Mr. Chairman, we wouldn't be in Libya at all. But I don't have my way, and here we are, and the solution now is going to be to cut off funding and suddenly walk out. We have a responsibility to our allies. As long as we are continuing to supply logistics, material, and critical intelligence and operational capabilities, and no boots are on the ground, we must support our allies who are carrying out the direct combat operations. We must stand with NATO. Again, Mr. Speaker, if I had my way, and I don't, there are revisions to this resolution that I believe the Congress ought to consider. I maintain that a better date to end the authorization would be in September, and certainly no later than December. The one-year authorization in this one limits the President's ability to engage our armed forces indefinitely so that we don't find ourselves neck-deep in another war. At the same time, this authorization prohibits the use of ground forces, and I need 15
Gentleman's
seconds.
time has expired.
I yield the gentleman an additional 15 seconds.
And I won't use all of that. At the same time, this authorization prohibits the use of ground forces and requires the President to continually report to Congress. I would rather us use some of Libya's frozen assets so that we could have them pay for the mischief that they began.